What's up, crew? Welcome back to another video, guys. Of course, this is our annual sit down video to briefly go over our 2021, but jump into some tips on how I will be breaking down the year 2022. If you're interested in that, let's jump right into it. So before we start, let me just start by saying I am not a financial advisor. I'm just letting you in on the tips and tricks that I use to plan out my year. If you have not watched my how to secure a $20,000 bag video from 2021, I want you to watch that one to get a lot of other tips. And I'm not going to reshare in this video, but they may help you be able to save better. Alright, so in the year 2021, my best friend challenged me to a $20,000 savings, and I accepted the challenge. My best friend has challenged me to the $20,000 a year savings challenge. The question is, did I meet that goal? Let's check the count and see. Yes, I did meet that goal, and I honestly think that I can do much better because I still felt like I spent frivolously in the year 2021. Which brings me to the reason I'm going to break my year down differently this year is so that I am being proactive and more disciplined. Plus, the big goal this year, and I'm sticking to it, my number one big goal, keep your eyes on the purpose, and the big picture goal for the year 2022 is for us to buy a single family home and sell our townhouse. So with that, of course, I have to slow down on the spending and make sure that I am making financially responsible decisions so that nothing can hinder us or stand in the way of us getting what we want. Let's jump right into it. For my birthday in July, I always theme my new year, a theme, and the theme right now is execute, which will change in July, or maybe it will stay the same depending on how I'm feeling in that month, but it is execute. So we're going to keep that as our overall theme for the first half of 2022, and we're going to keep it rocking with that word in mind when we're doing whatever projects or whatever we put our minds to. I've decided to break my year down into 4 quarters. That's my first tip. Break your year down into quarters because that will help you meet your goals better. It doesn't seem overwhelming, and it also helps those of you who may be much like myself with procrastination. So if you break your year down into quarters, you're putting deadlines on some of those goals, which for me, I work under pressure, so that helps me be better at meeting those goals. First quarter, and I have a sub theme for each quarter, is called alignment. So from January 1st to March 31st, I want to spend that time aligning myself, and the areas that I'm going to focus on is going to be self, relationship, finances, and work. Those are going to be the categories that I break down and how I'm going to meet my goals. So with that alignment, I am also getting back into my reading. I've picked 3 books. These are going to be my 3 books that I'm going to indulge in within the from January 1st to March 31st. I am starting with, and I looked these books up, I researched them, I looked at the reviews, everything. But I'm starting with Iyanla Vanzant, One Day My Soul Just Opened. So guys, I have already read the introduction, the acknowledgments, and something she calls the first words, because I like to start literally, I want to start in phase 1. So based off of what I've already looked into and the reviews, this book is broken down into 40 days and 40 nights towards spiritual strength and personal growth. That is what I'm starting my year with, aligning myself with God, with my spirituality, and just getting back aligned mentally. You can't do anything, you cannot pour from an empty cup, so I am that person who is going to align myself this way. And I'm going to move into The Path Made Clear. And this is a book by Oprah, also looked up, but I love Oprah books. What I know for sure, one of her other books is one of my favorites, so I'm definitely looking forward to jumping into this, from the spiritual alignment to The Path Made Clear, still aligning myself. And then to round out this quarter, I'm going to go into the 5 a.m. club. I researched this book. They said it's a lot of good tips. Now, from my research, this reads as a story, as like a novel per se, and some people don't like that in self-help books, but I love novels, so I think that this is a 2-in-1 for me. So I'm excited to jump into this one as well. Get you some literature, and if you don't like to read or don't have the time to, get yourself these are on Audible as well, and I love Audible. I actually like to listen to the book and read them at the same time. So get yourself Audible, but I would definitely say get yourself some books, because growing your mind is so important. Now, I have dedicated, or I have planned to make each first week of each month a discipline week. And what that means for me is this week, literally starting January 1st, which is tomorrow, I will be on a 3-day cleanse. That means no food, just cleansing, just juicing. I'll be on a juice cleanse for 3 days, and I am on a no spin week. I am excited to bring you guys along on that journey, and that will be my next vlog coming next Sunday. So make sure that, again, that you're subscribed so that you don't miss it. I've set some goals for those sections as well. So my mission statement for myself is I will grow myself in this quarter by setting aside time for spiritual alignment, setting aside time for fitness and health plans, establishing productive daily routines. And then lastly, I already mentioned, which was reading books, and I have the books that I'll be reading here, which I already went over with you guys. So those are my plans for myself. The second one is relationships. I will focus and grow my relationships by, me and Dante are about to go into premarital counseling, so we will do that. Setting out daily, bi-weekly time to spend with my children and creating productive routines for them. Friends. So I love my friends. I don't have a lot of friends that don't use the word very generously, but I have got to get better at carving out time to spend with my friends. So I've challenged myself to one girls' night a month, and whether that's with a solo friend or if that's with a group of friends, one girls' night a month is something that I'm looking forward to. Community. So relationships with my community, I am going to be doing at least one community project a quarter, and I'll probably do more, but I didn't want to overwhelm myself, and I'm excited about the one that has come to mind. Stay tuned for that for the first quarter. The next category is my finances. So as I mentioned, every first week is a no spend week. That means that we do not spend money that week on frivolous things. Yes, gas, yes, food, but the Target runs, the Amazon orders, none of that can be done during that first week. And guys, that is a short goal, but I really want to take that into, I want to go from no spend weeks to no spend months. But you know, baby steps. I'm not going to put that much pressure on my back, so baby steps. So in finances, I'll be breaking out my chart, which if you again watch the other video, and you will see how I break out my Excel sheet, that will remain the same. Another one is tithing. So that 10% that you tithe, usually people tithe to the church, I will be using that to go towards my community projects and or church, depending on what the community project cost and what's left after. But again, you'll see those in the coming weekly vlogs because they will be documented. And last but not least is paying off any outstanding debts and paying down my credit cards. So I learned a lot in 2021 about the rewards of credit, using my credit cards, and I have stood on those. I rarely use my debit cards, guys. When I say I rarely use my debit cards, I usually push my money to my credit cards, and I stand on those rewards, and I have been rewarded substantially. I took a trip to Houston. If you haven't checked out the Houston vlog, I'll put it in the cards here, but I took a trip to Houston for literally, I got a round trip, me and my mom, round trip fare, and we only paid about $50 because of the rewards on my credit card. I've definitely become, I definitely use my credit card more. But with the big goal in mind, I know that I need to slow down on using the credit card. So my goal is to pay them off. They're not maxed out or anything like that, but to pay them off and stay under that 30%, still use them the way that I use them, but just staying under that 30% so that I am not pushing it. Okay, so the last category is work, and in my work category, I'm looking forward to, of course, finishing out the year strong at work, making sure I'm giving my students engaging lessons, researching more project-based lessons, and making sure that I'm meeting my goals and community goals for work and things of that nature, which is all captured in my weekly vlog. So if you have not watched my weekly vlogs that I already have on my channel, go ahead and check those out after you're finished here. Outside of being a teacher, I also have an LLC called The Creative Place, which we were making designer Crocs under, and that was kind of like a trend that me and my mom started with, creating the designer Crocs, but that trend has passed and we have decided to revamp The Creative Place into an interior design business. So make sure you're following The Creative Place. We will be revamping that in the coming future. The third venture for me is also consolidating this Cane Unplugged life and really making a brand out of it. That will include a website, that will include, of course, all of the content that you see here, and just moving forward with this passion of mine to just share my world with you guys. So definitely looking forward to that. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. I hope that this video was helpful to you. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them in the comment box below. I will also link anything that I mentioned in this video, the day designer, the planners, my books, everything that I mentioned in this video. I'll be sure to link it in the description box as well. Make sure that you are subscribed and that your notification bell is on so that you do not miss a vlog with me. I am excited to have you guys come along on this journey. A lot of you held me accountable to that $20,000. I'm so grateful for you guys, and I look forward to meeting those same goals as we progress forward. All right, guys, I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great happy new year. Bye.